Shalom Israel, this is Bishop Nathaniel. The Israelites have been scattered across the four corners of the earth, as prophesied in Deuteronomy the 28th chapter. Here at Israel United in Christ, we need your help to recover the remnant of our people, teach them the gospel. Please help us, support us, and join or donate to the Booster Club today. Shalom.
The people that's calling themselves Israelites today, they are not the real Israelites.
Right.
Let me further show you how I know that you're the real Israelites. Hey, sister over there, you got 5 minutes? You recording, sister? You recording? You got 5 minutes? Give me 5 minutes. Come over here. I'm glad you're recording. I know you ain't never seen nothing like this before. You have?
I'm into this too.
All praises. Now, I believe my brother said that you said you was a Muslim?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't me.
So do you know anything about the Israelites?
I do.
You do? What do you know? Who are we?
The 12 tribes.
The 12 tribes. So which one are you on? This is the 12 tribes chart right here. You from the tribe of Judah?
Yes.
All praises to the Most High God. That's right. We are the Israelites. My man said we are not. So do you understand, since you know that we're the Israelites, do you understand why we going through the things that we're going through today? Why?
I mean, we basically was punished because we wouldn't follow the commandments of the Most High.
Exactly. We wasn't following the commandments. Give me Exodus 20. Give me the Sabbath day. Hey, y'all. Hey, you all right, man? Hey, sir, come over here real quick. Okay. Let me show you something. So, let me ask you a question. No, right here. What's your name? How you doing, bro?
I'm Bowling.
Bowling, nice to meet you, bro. I'm ZACHARIAH.
I'm always.
Do you know about the Israelites?
Yes, I do.
You do?
Yeah.
So you know, which one are you on this chart right here? This is the 12 tribe chart. Which one are you?
Asking me?
Yes, sir. Which one do you see yourself in?
I'm gonna show you.
You got me that, all right, give me that.
Hold on now.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 8.
Bring it out.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
So God told the Israelites to remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. That's Saturday. Okay,
right.
Hold on. So she know the Sabbath day. Read on.
No.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
So you understand that the 7th day of the week is Saturday. That's the Sabbath day. But do you know when the day starts? All right. So now let me ask you a question. What are the rules? Since you know this, what are the rules? What are the requirements of God's Sabbath day and how to keep it holy?
You can't work. You're not supposed to work. You're not supposed to cook. You're supposed to study.
What else? So you said work and cooking, coming together in the Lord. You know, that's studying. What else?
Trying to remember, Mom. Put me on the spot, though.
Okay, I got you. I'm gonna help you out. Can I ask you a question? What you doing out here tonight? Yeah.
I'll get some for a friend.
All right. See now, this is what
but I had to work. I had no choice but to work.
I got. Understood. That's understood. But I'm gonna show you something about the Sabbath day because you understand a little bit. But let me show you something. Give me that.
The book of Nehemiah, chapter 10, verse 31.
Bring it out.
And if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals on the Sabbath day to sell.
So the topic is the Sabbath day. If anybody bring anything on the Sabbath day, which starts when? Friday when the sun go down. So it's the Sabbath. So you say that the Sabbath day is right now, right? So the Bible says, read that from the top again.
And if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals on the Sabbath day to sell, that we would not buy it of them on the Sabbath.
You see the Israelites? The Israelites said if anybody brought something to buy, to sell, for us to buy on the Sabbath day, that we would not buy it on the Sabbath day. Give me the last chapter and the last verse. Let me show you how even how deep this is. Now this is Nehemiah. So I'm showing you something, but I'm gonna read this verse, then I'm gonna let you know.
The book of Nehemiah, chapter 13, verse 19.
Bring it out.
And it came to pass that when the gates of Jerusalem began to be dark before the Sabbath, I commanded that the gates should be shut and charged that they should not be opened till after the Sabbath. And some of my servants set I at the gates, that there should no burden be brought in on the Sabbath day. So the merchants and sellers of all kind of ware lodged without Jerusalem once or twice.
So what's going on here is Nehemiah said, close the gates down. The Sabbath day is approaching. But there's merchants like what we have now, the pick-pack liquor, the wing lovers, the beauty nails. It says the merchants lie in wait at the gates. Read on.
Then I testified against them and said unto them, why lodge ye about the wall?
So Jeremiah said, why are you still open? Why are you still trying to convince my people to buy on the Sabbath day? Why are you still here? Jeremiah was in the spirit. Read on.
If ye do,
I meant to say Nehemiah.
if ye do so again, I will lay hands on you.
You hear Nehemiah? He said, if you do so again, if you don't close this shop down, if you don't close this down, I'm going to lay hands on you. So Nehemiah was very stern about what was going on. He knew the Sabbath day was approaching. He knew the law said we shouldn't buy anything on the Sabbath day. So why did I bring this out? Why did I bring this out? Why do you think I bring this out? Because you told me that you were stopping by the store on the Sabbath day to buy something. You understand that? Now, I remember I asked you earlier, why are we going through the things that we're going through today? Because we didn't follow God's commandments. So I'm showing you a command. Have you bought that item yet? All right. So I'm showing you a commandment that we're not supposed to buy anything on the Sabbath day, right? So guess what? Well, I didn't catch your name, by the way. Tasha. I'm Zachariah. Miss Tasha. Don't break the Lord's Sabbath day, my brother. Don't break the Lord's Sabbath day. Okay. Let's come back to keeping these commandments. Let's come back to keeping these commandments. Yes, get that. So, give me that last scripture, and I'm gonna address the other. What's the other guy that was over here? What tribe you say you was from? The tribe of Judah. All praises to the Most High God. So now, I was speaking to her, but I hope you was listening. You understand today is a Sabbath day, right? Have you heard of the Sabbath day before? You is? What is it?
Friday evening, 6. You want to tell me? From 6 p.m. What?
Wait, from sundown?
What?
6 p.m. or sundown?
Saturday.
To Saturday, Sunday. Exactly. So now what are you doing out here?
I'm doing out here because I come to support you.
All praises. All right. I hope you're listening then. Now give me that.
The book of Psalms, chapter 119, verse 59. I thought on my ways and turned my feet unto thy testimony.
So David said, I thought on my ways, I thought on the things that I was going on, and I turned my feet to God's laws, God's testimony. Read on.
I made haste and delayed not to keep thy commandments.
He said, I made haste and delayed not to keep God's commandments. He did it quickly.
That's right.
So Miss Tasha, do it quickly. Don't go buy what you was going to buy on the Sabbath day. As a matter of fact, another thing you said was study or congregate. Right? Let me get that in Hebrews 10 and 26.
Bring it out.
And if you got a better one, give me that. But Hebrews 10 and 26. Do you congregate somewhere on the Sabbath day?
I study by myself.
Okay, watch this. I'm glad you study the Bible. I'm so glad you do that because that's a law too.
Right.
All right, bet. Give me that. Read on.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 2. Speak unto the children of Israel and say unto them concerning the feast of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations. Even these are my feasts.
So it says the feasts are also known as Sabbaths. He said you want to do what? It's what?
To be holy convocations.
To be a holy convocation, meaning coming together. What's the thing God is beautified in?
25 and 1.
Give me Sirach 25 and 1. So you're supposed to have a holy convocation. Come gather around. But let me show you something that God likes. Because being by yourself is good, but there's no one to uplift you. There's no one to teach you. There's no one to edify you like he said. There's no one to correct you when you're wrong in certain things. Right? So God, watch this. Read.
The book of Sirach, chapter 25, verse 1. In 3 things I was beautified and stood up beautiful both before God and men.
So God said these 3 things is beautiful before God. That's right. Watch what it is. Read.
The unity of brethren.
It says the unity of brethren. You're not unified when you're by yourself. You understand what I'm saying? God likes it when we come together, especially on his Sabbaths, especially to come together under him. So we got a school in North Little Rock. We got a school here. Well, nothing but Israelite women, Israelite men, we all come together. We enjoy God's Sabbath. We keep it holy together. You know what I'm saying? Like, you was about to buy something. On the Sabbath day, normally, normally Friday nights, the sisters or the brothers get together. Or we come out here. So guess what? If you were to unify, God said that's beautiful to him, you would have known not to buy on the Sabbath day. You wouldn't even been tempted to do so because you're around your brothers and sisters that don't do so. What you got, sis? You look like you're about to say something. What's up?
I mean, I know better.
You know better?
But like I said, I'm already sitting anyway. I had to work today and I'm not supposed to be working, so.
Well, do you have to work?
I have to work.
You have to work. So it's something else. Read that.
The book of Lamentations, chapter 3, verse 22. It is of the Lord's mercies that we are not consumed, because his compassions fail not.
So I brought this out to show you that God has mercy on you. Now what's the not to add sin onto sin?
Sirach 5 and 5.
Give me Sirach 5 and 5. Now you said I'm already sinning anyway. We gotta address that. You know what I'm saying? We gotta address that. All right. So Sirach 5 and verse 5. So I bring that first one out to show you that God has mercy upon you. You know, he understands we're in captivity, certain things that we can't control. So God has mercy upon him. But you can't use that and say, well, I'm already sinning anyway. You know what I'm saying? You can't use that. Read that.
Right.
The book of Sirach, chapter 5, verse 5. Concerning propitiation, be not without fear to add sin unto sin.
It says, don't be without fear. Don't fear God. Do not fear God to add sin onto sin. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you know you have to work and you sinning, but don't be like, well, I'm doing it anyway. I might as well go buy something. It said, don't do what?
Be not without fear to add sin unto sin.
Don't add sin unto sin. You understand what I'm saying? You can't do that. Read verse 7.
Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed.
Right, so you know better, meaning you say, okay, I know better, and you secure by knowing better. You like, okay, I'm gonna buy this, you know, maybe nothing is gonna happen to me. But God said, in your security, meaning you know better, you doing it, and you go ahead and think you good. He said, in your security, what?
Thou shalt be destroyed.
No, he says, suddenly.
And in thy security, thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. Okay. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth.
It says, for suddenly the wrath of the Lord is going to come forth. Read.
And in thy security, thou shalt be destroyed.
And in your security, when you think it's okay to sin, God going to destroy you, or God going to send judgment on you. So don't add that sin unto sin, even though you know it's sinning. Instead, you know what I'm saying, God going to show you mercy. And as you continue to keep God's commandments, he going to make ways for you. He going to make a way where you're not working Friday night. You know what I'm saying? You're not working on the Sabbath day. He going to make those ways. But as long as you keep adding sin to sin, he not going to make that way for you. You understand what I'm saying? Read that. What you got on that one? So, hey, brother, now let me address you now. Sister, I hope you stay and listen, but I'm going to address this man.
You say you got a question?
What's your question?
Okay. Going back to what you just said. Okay, so we know right from wrong, right?
Right.
So you don't add sin to sin. Right. So how do we, as God's people, that's what I'm talking about, even though we got to do it individually for ourselves, say yourself on this untoward generation, okay? So if we know right from wrong, okay, but his mercy, his goodness, the Lord is good, and his mercy endures forever. So how are you going to overcome?
After that, I want the one.
I said you don't live it. I'm going to tell you this, you got to live it. I can say anything. I can say anything about his word.
Wait.
But if I don't live it,
bro, you was talking to me. What happened? What happened?
Who will be his example for?
Listen, you was talking to me. What happened?
Yes, sir.
So now, you said about God's mercy.
Yes,
right?
sir.
God does have mercy,
yes,
like I was showing her.
And it do forever.
But he said also, don't add sin unto sin.
Right.
The verse 6 said about the mercy, verse 7 said, but don't add sin. Don't add sin unto sin. So now let me show you something about God's sin. About willfully sinning. Read that.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 10, verse 26.
So remember, we do know right from wrong.
Right.
We can't do it anyway, though. Read.
For if we sin willfully, after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no more sacrifice for sin.
Says, yes, you know you right from wrong. You know right from wrong, but if you continue to sin willfully,
knowing right from wrong.
meaning what? God's mercy has now erased. There's no mercy for you.
In other words, you your own God.
That's right.
Yes, your mercy has now erased. God said, I'm not dying for you. I'm not dying for you if you keep sinning willfully after you know better, right? All praises to sister, she going home. She not about to buy to that store. All praises.
The book of Romans chapter 6 verse 1. What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound?
It says, shall we continue in sin that God's grace, God's mercy that we have, that we know that we have that with God? Shall we continue in sin? Read on.
God forbid.
It says, God forbid. No. So you know the answer to your own question, right? You do understand that we're not supposed to do that. Yes, sir.
They ain't letting me come over here.
Yeah, you can come over here, man.
No, he's scared me.
Yeah, give me that. Give me that one. And now, what you say you was doing out here, bro?
Sir, come to support. I came to support this organization.
So you saying
God's truth.
You saw us pull up and you pulled up?
No, I saw yo 5 or 6 months ago.
Oh, okay.
I've been coming here ever since.
Yes. Okay. So you saying you ain't buying nothing, you ain't doing nothing like that, right?
I mean, I got a past in the history. I've done some everything in my life.
I'm saying today.
Today I'm here to support. No.
Okay.
No, sir. No, sir.
Yeah.
If I go to
1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 3. No! But I will have you know.
So we're gonna continue to teach you, but as long as you stay here, I gotta bring out laws. All right. So I'm gonna bring out one for you. All right. Read that.
But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man.
So you understand that the head of us, the man, is Christ. The head of woman is you, the man, right? Read on.
And the head of Christ is God.
And the head of Christ
is God.
Is God, right? His Father. Read.
Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonoring his head.
So you heard the scripture before. So where I'm getting at with this?
Huh?
Where I'm getting at with this? Every man praying or prophesying.
What
is prophesying? With his head. He said with his what?
It should be.
With his head covered.
He said with his head covered. Listen.
Anybody can preach as best you can teach.
Listen though. Listen. Come here. Come back. You're falling off the horse. Listen. Read it over again.
Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonoring his head.
So it says praying one, then it says prophesying with his head on. Do you know what prophesying is?
Teaching.
Okay.
They call it preaching.
Yes.
Teaching.
Give me, what's that, the spirit of prophecy?
Yes, I know.
Yeah, Revelation 19.
Yes, I know.
I'm going with something here. I'm glad you uncovered. So do you understand what I'm about to say? Keep your head uncovered. You understand that, don't you? All praises to the Most High. I ain't even got to get that. You understand that we was getting that. You got to uncover your head.
That's right.
That's right. When the spirit of
praying to Him.
Praying or when the Bible is coming out. When you reading the Bible, when people teaching you the Bible.
You're right.
Exactly. Do you mind, how old are you?
I'm 61.
61. So you've been to church before, and they told the man
go
to
every Sunday, my neighbor, whatever day.
You go every Sunday?
And I look at every day. To me, it's a Sabbath.
Oh, every day is a Sabbath.
That makes no difference. I don't look at one day different.
Sirach 33 and 7. Sirach 33 and 7. After that, I want to get that one where he ordained different days. That's what I'm taking. Okay. Read that.
The book of Sirach, chapter 33, verse 7. Why do it one day excel another, when as all the light of every day in the year is of the sun?
Hold on, listen. Now remember, you said to you every day. Listen, no, but don't go nowhere. You said to you every day is a Sabbath.
I'm saying I'm supposed to live like that, though.
Now let me address something since you said that. All right. Now listen to the scripture. All right. You gotta listen though. You can't talk though. Read.
Verse 8.
Read that from the top of you.
Why do one day excel another, when as all the light of every day in the year is of the sun?
So now he asking, why does one day excel another? All the same days. I mean, all the same days have the sun. You know what I'm saying? In the moon, we all see every day has the sun, right? But now he about to explain. Keep going.
By the knowledge of the Lord, they were distinguished.
And by the knowledge of the Lord, the days were distinguished. You know?
And he altered seasons and feasts.
So he makes different seasons. That's why we have summer, winter, spring, fall. We got all those. Read on.
Some of them had he made high days.
Some days, some he made high days. Read.
And hallowed them.
And hallowed them, meaning he blessed them. He made those holy days, like today. Read on.
And some of them had he made ordinary days.
Some days are ordinary days. So remember, you said every day is a Sabbath. According to, if we go by that, you know we couldn't buy anything. If every day was we wouldn't be able to work. We wouldn't be able to buy anything. We wouldn't be able to cook anything. We can't say those things, because then it's like, dang, nobody would want to follow the Bible, to be honest with you. We would think we couldn't do nothing. We would starve ourselves to death. We wouldn't be able to make no money. So God says some days are hallowed or holy, and then some days are ordinary days. All right?
Explain me, sir.
What's up?
Everybody don't understand when you come to explain hallowed to the people.
Hallowed?
Set apart for what?
Okay, give me that in Deuteronomy. Exodus 20? All right.
Set apart.
It's verse 11.
Yeah. So he want to know what's hallowed, how we set apart. Exodus 20 and verse 11.
Bring it out.
Exodus 20 and verse 11. Read that.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 11. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and rested the 7th day.
So now we talking, he said 6 days he made everything, but he rested the 7th day. Read on.
Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it.
He said he blessed that day and hallowed it. That's why he set apart those days. Yes, exactly. That's why it's different rules on the Sabbath day than regular ordinary days. You understand?
I believe that.
You get that?
I believe that.
All right, all praise.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.